Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're talking the world skincare rankings for 2025. Those skincare brands that are on their way up, the ones to look out for when it comes to brands to shop for our skincare needs. 2024 saw an awful lot of change in the skincare market, with some brands doing better than others. And so, to kickstart 2025, I want to celebrate what I think is the best of the best. Those 5 skincare brands that, for me, kind of do it all. Sit back, relax, let's talk the world skincare rankings. Now, before we get into today's video, I'd of course love to know your own hot take on this topic. So sound off in the comments section below and let me know your number one skincare brand of 2025. That way I can kind of pull together everyone's favorite so we can do a little bit of a top 10 ranking based on the thoughts and opinions of the Mad About Skin community. So make sure you take part by dropping your favorite in the comment section below. I'm going to be sharing with you my personal top 5, which is based on my own experience and what works best for me. But just know that all of these recommendations are entirely sponsorship free. I don't do paid partnerships or sponsorships here on the channel because by turning down that coin, it just helps me retain my independence. So if you want to support me to continue to be an independent, sponsorship free content creator in 2025, the very best way of doing that is by reaching down and giving the video a big thumbs up and a like. The more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So just from the bottom of my heart, love to each and every one of you. Now, without further ado, let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So for today's video, I've chosen what I think are my own top 5 brands, the ones that are on an upward trajectory. You're going to be hearing a lot more about these brands in 2025. Some of them are already household names that a lot of people will be familiar with. Others you might not be, but I think these are the ones to kind of watch out for. And I'm going to share my personal favorite product from each and every one of them in case you are tempted to try them out for your own skincare routine. I've linked all the products mentioned in today's video down in the description box below, so you can use those links to check the price point, availability, and make a purchase if you want. I haven't included my own skincare brand, the Mad About Skin collection, in this list because I think to announce it as part of a top 5 would be quite narcissistic, and we're not all about that here on the channel. However, if you are watching this video in the first 24 hours of upload, we do have a little flash sale on the Ultimate Collection. That's one of every single product in the Mad About Skin collection, all packaged together in a box, which is actually currently going at 33% discount for just £66 or roughly $70. So 7 products for $70, which would encompass an entire skincare routine from cleanser right the way through to sunscreen. Honestly, I don't think it gets cheaper than that for effective formulations in 2025. So if you did want to take advantage of that, again, linked in the description box below. Now, I want to kick things off with what I think is going to be the viral upcoming skincare sensation of 2025. And it's a brand called Boring Without You. First of all, I love that name, and I also love the packaging, the aesthetic, the colours. This is ticking a lot of boxes, and it's getting an awful lot of viral hype online. This is what I think is going to be the viral hit of 2025. You heard it here first. We'll look back at the end of the year to see if my predictions are right. They actually don't have a full skincare line yet. It's based on just 3 products and some added extras too, such as cleansing cloths and application brushes. But those 3 products are phenomenal. My personal favorite, if I'm going to be honest, has to be their Face Flood Moisturizer. So calming, so soothing, and I'd say perfect for those warmer summer months. Now, it's cool, it's cold here in the UK, so I tend to go for something thicker at the moment, but for my summer moisturizer needs, this is going to be ticking every single box, and I have one waiting in my collection for when things start to hot up temperature-wise and I need something a little bit more lightweight. It is a beautifully effective yet super lightweight moisturizer, and I wanted to kickstart this video off with this as a bit of an honorable mention because I think this is a skincare brand that's going to get a lot of hype in 2025, so I'd like to think you might have heard it here first. Definitely check them out. Again, I've linked them in the description box below. They only have 3 products, but expect that to expand in 2025, and so far all 3 of those products are ding 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 10 out of 10, so I have very, very high hopes for them this year. So into the list proper, in 5th place is a brand called Theramid. Now this is their starter trial collection, which is probably what I'd recommend everyone buy to start things off with. Here you get a trial size of all their best sellers, and I think I paid £45 for this. So it's actually not a super expensive introduction to the brand. The reason this is on the movers and shakers list for 2025 is because this getting a lot of hype and talk online. And previously, this sits under the Niche Beauty Lab brand, and Niche Beauty Lab, which is the key brand there, used to get all the attention, but a lot of focus has been put on Theramid. All their products are stunning. I think if I had to choose a single product from them, I'd probably go for their azelaic acid serum. The smoothest, nicest to apply azelaic acid I have ever tried. I'm leaving an image of it here. That's my personal favorite from the brand, but I also love their ceramide treatment. I really love their copper peptides, their retinoids. Everything is good. If you're tempted to try Theramid this year, I would probably go for this starter kit so you can try all the products and work out the individual ones that are going to work best for your skincare routine. Honestly, I could have a full routine just based on Theramid products and my skin would love me. And they're quite affordable too. For the quality of formulations, I think they're super affordable, and it's just that nice marrying up of effective yet affordable that I personally look for in skincare. Check out that acid serum if you kind of want, I think, the best of the best from that brand. Honestly, you can't go wrong with any of their products. Now, in position 4 on this list, we're going to go with a brand that I really loved about 3 or 4 years ago, but then fell off the radar a little bit, and it's PSA Skin. Now, this used to fall under the Allies of Skin banner of companies and products, and I think it kind of got lost. Allies of Skin obviously is a huge skincare brand, getting a lot of focus and attention online, and is going to be huge in its own right this year. And PSA kind of sat underneath it as a bit of like the forgotten about sister. Well, all that changed when Allies decided to sell the PSA skincare brand so that they could focus on their main line. I think this was a great business decision, and it's kind of allowed PSA Skin to flourish under its new owners. They've kept the same formulations, the same packaging, and they've got quite a few new products lined up for 2025, which I think is going to get a lot of hype and a lot of buzz, which is why in 4th position, I'm putting PSA as definitely a brand to watch. I'm holding their Follow the Light mask, which is my personal favorite from them. This is like a once weekly flash facial. Glow you up to the gods. It's super gentle, so it's not going to strip, dry, and irritate, but you get that really nice lift to radiance and luminosity, and you only need to use it once a week. What I tend to do with this is I'll put a reasonably thick layer of it on once a week as I'm on my way to the gym. It takes about 15 minutes for me to drive to the gym, and then I wash it off as soon as I get there. That to me is my once a week treat that just helps to like lift everything, increase vibrancy, luminosity, and it does so without stripping, drying, and irritating. This, an absolute holy grail, and I'd say probably the best from the PSA skincare line. But look out for them in 2025 because I think they're emerging from the banner of the Allies of Skin brand and actually finding their own feet in the skincare world thanks to their new owner. Now, in 3rd position, I'm going to go in with the aforementioned Allies of Skin. I kind of think for the same reason that PSA is getting their moment in the spotlight this year, Allies of Skin are going to become even bigger this year because by selling off PSA, they've kind of been able to just focus down on their core line. I think this kind of makes sense. You know, brands can often have multiple offshoots. I know Decium as a brand have lots of different brands sitting under them. And this can sometimes work, but it can also kind of distract from the main skincare line. Allies of Skin was always very different from PSA, so I like the fact that they're now standing, you know, in their own right, and honestly, I love all their products. Now, the price point isn't for everybody, and I always like to put that out there. You know, there are some great, affordable drugstore skincare options out there. Not everyone needs to reach for Allies of Skin, but if your budget will allow, honestly, your skin will love you for it. I don't think there's a single product in their entire collection that I don't like and doesn't work so much better than just about every other equivalent on the market. And it's thanks to their focus on formulations. If I had to pick one product that was genuinely special, genuinely something different, I'm going to go for this. This is their Molecular Barrier Recovery Cream Balm. Now, if you're going through it in winter, it's cold, it's trying to snow here in the UK at the moment, and my skin is definitely dry. It's definitely feeling a little bit more irritated and redness prone than it would in summer. This is my savior. I don't think there's a balm or a moisturizer on the market that works as effectively as this, as restoring the skin barrier, hydrating, nourishing, and minimizing irritation. It's one of the actually more affordable products too, so if you want to dip your toes into Allies of Skin, this is a great place to start. I do have a 20% off discount code, which again, I'll link in the description, which really does bring that price right down. But this, for me, for the winter skin, if you're introducing a new active like tretinoin or a high-potency retinoid and your skin's going through it, get this. This is like your best, like barrier best friend. I absolutely love it. So much from the brand, you know, they have a lot to offer in terms of their formulations, but this is the best of the best. And I think now that they're really standing on their own and they're not distracted by the PSA brand, I think we can expect to see an awful lot from Allies of Skin in 2025, and I'm here for it. Now, in second place, the runner-up is a brand which I don't think it's going to shock anyone to know it's going to be one of the most talked about in 2025. It's The Ordinary. Now, The Ordinary is one of those household names. I don't think there's anyone out there that haven't heard of them as a skincare brand, but they've really come into their own in the last 18 months in terms of their new launches. I feel that The Ordinary started really strong. Great, you know, set of products. People had really bought into the brand. Then they had like 3 years of meh. Their new launches weren't that great. They didn't have many of them. People started to lose interest. Then 18 months ago, they came back strong with like launch after launch that was just phenomenal. Well, I think they're going to top it all this year with the introduction of this. This is The Ordinary Growth Factors 15% Solution. It hasn't even launched yet. The launch date is the 7th of January, and it's already getting so much talk online. Kind of expect it to sell out on day one. I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't the best selling skincare product globally of 2025. Called it already, even though we're not even into the first half of January yet. This is going to send The Ordinary from like here into the stratosphere, and I think it's deserved. It's really amazing to see an affordable, effective growth factor serum on the market, and this alone is why I think The Ordinary is going to really like skyrocket in 2025. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think The Ordinary has already peaked? Do you think it's got a lot of growth to do, led by products like this? Sound off in the comments section below and let me know. Like I say, this actually launches in a couple of days' time on the 7th of January, and I've left links in the description box below, so if you want to check it out, maybe put one in your cart before the launch. Like I say, it's expected to sell out on day one, so I'm definitely going to be getting up early to make sure I've got it in my cart ready to go. Now, drum roll please for what I think is going to be the hottest, the best skincare brand of 2025, and it's this, Geek and Gorgeous. Now, Geek and Gorgeous have been like a bit of a sleeper hit in terms of skincare brand for the past 3 years. They've been growing consistently year in, year out. Well, 2025 is the year they're going to explode in popularity. Part of that is going to be down to some new product launches that they have in the pipeline that I'm super excited about. But otherwise, it's just down to the fact that their recent product launches, namely this, which is their Power Peptides, has kind of taken the internet by storm. Just about everyone can now get their hands on affordable, effective anti-aging peptide blend thanks to this, and it's been selling in the bucket load. Expect the new launches from Geek and Gorgeous to really skyrocket their popularity in 2025, and honestly, if I had to choose one skincare brand for my own needs, Geek and Gorgeous would be my favourite every single time, and so I am so happy to see their growth. If I had to choose my favourite product from them though, I'm actually going to go for this, which is their C Glow. Now, Geek and Gorgeous have lots of amazing formulations, but the reason I chose their C Glow Vitamin C is because it stands out in terms of the market and been the freshest you're ever going to get. Vitamin C oxidizes super quickly, so you don't want it hanging around gathering dust. You want it peak freshness to give you the best results, and Geek and Gorgeous guarantee that by manufacturing this fresh every single week. So I'd say buy direct from Geek and Gorgeous, and you know that when that C Glow hits your doormat, it's only going to be maximum 2 weeks old. Super fresh, no oxidation, and if you keep it in the fridge, it'll last you a good like 4 to 6 months without oxidizing. That for me is like ding, 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 holy grail product territory. You heard it here first, guys. I think Geek and Gorgeous is going to be the fastest growing skincare brand of this year, and we'll look back in December. We'll see how many of these predictions or recommendations actually came true. But for me, I think if you want to get ahead of the trend, Geek and Gorgeous is where it's at. That growth factor serum from The Ordinary, expect that to be huge this year, and I think Theramid as a skincare brand are going to be the sleeper hit that really a lot more people are going to know about in December versus what they do now, and I am thrilled about it. So there you have it, the World Skincare Rankings, those brands which are going up in 2025, and I don't think there's a bad one amongst them. A lot of the former best-selling skincare brands, the ones that we found at the drugstore, are having a bit of a difficult time at the moment. I think it's all down to the fact that as consumers, we've wised up. We know what's in these products. We want transparency. We want quality formulations. We're sick of price gouging. And so we're actually turning our attention to a lot of these up-and-coming brands, the ones that are offering affordability alongside amazing formulations. And this is music to my ears because as consumers, we deserve the best and we shouldn't have to break the bank in order to get it. So I'm here to say bye-bye, Olay, nothing to see here. Hello to these amazing brands. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, wherever you are in the world, guys. Stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.